let me put this crap live, right? I think so. Let me get these all in order. Hello. Come in, come in. Hi, Adrian. Hi, lady. How are you? I'm just putting these cards in order really quick. This is gonna be a fun stream because, hi, Drogler. How are you, hon? I hope you've been doing good. It's been a while. I hope you're doing well. I hope everyone's doing well. Thanks for coming in, you guys. You guys are awesome. This is gonna be a fun stream. Quite a few things. I'm actually gonna do a collective reading. Good, I'm glad you're doing great. That's good. Hi, Starlight, how are you? Guys, it's so nice to see you all. Like, I miss you guys so much. I was like, I gotta do a live today. I have time to do it. And hey, Laura, how are you? Thanks for coming in. I hope you're doing good. I got your email this morning, so I'm gonna get you the stuff you emailed. Hi, Edgar, how are you? I hope everyone's doing really, really good. I'm just getting my cards and my stuff in order, but we're gonna do a collective reading, and I have some downloads that I received yesterday that I'm gonna be sharing with you guys. And I'm also gonna be doing some mini readings for just like $10 donations if anyone wants one. So I'm probably gonna limit those though, because I don't wanna be on here for too long, because I do wanna take some time and get outside and just ground and all that good stuff. So I clean my bathtub with baking soda. Yes! Great, yay! I'm glad it worked. I'm glad you found something. I love your hair. I love it blue. You guys, Laura from Palladian Healer, you guys gotta go check out her channel. I love her. She's so down to earth, so real. And she does the same kind of stuff, you know, the starseed stuff and all of that. You guys gotta check her out. I'm sure most of you know of her, but you gotta go check her out if you haven't. So she's right in the chat. If you just click, I don't know if it lets you click on her name, but if you just, you know, type in Palladian Healer, you'll find her. She'll pop right up. So, but I'm glad you got it out of your bathtub. I know I used to dye my hair a bunch of different colors when I lived at my parents', and it would always end up on the tile somehow, always in like the countertop. So I'd be sitting there with my little cotton ball and my nail polish remover, just like scrubbing at it, trying to get it off. But you know what else I found out that worked is if you take a little, it sounds counterproductive, but if you take a little bit of that hair dye and you rub it on there, sometimes it takes it out, depends on what surface. Sometimes it makes it worse. So it's just like one of those things you got to try just a little bit and see if it does the job. But if not, you guys try, what did you say? Vinegar and baking soda. She said it works. So yeah. So thank you guys so much for coming in. Hi, the life of JT. How are you? Hi, Francis. Hi, Nan. Yay, you got the notification. Yeah, it's been hard with different platforms and not receiving notifications and all that. It's a lot of fun, as you guys know. But if you have a channel too, you guys know. Most of you do. So, hi, Lady Blind Wolf. How are you? Thank you guys so much for coming in. I really hope everyone's doing well. I know it's been a lot of energies and just a lot of stuff that we're implementing right now. Hi, James. How are you? Thanks for coming in. So, gosh, I had to like reteach myself how to put makeup on this morning. It's been that long since I've put makeup on. It's been like, I don't know, like 8 days or something. I usually don't wear makeup, so. Thank you. Thank you, life of JT. That's so sweet. So I really wanted to thank you guys for coming in. Yeah. I really wanted to thank you. I really wanted to thank you guys for coming in. I'm really, really tired. I didn't sleep much last night. I don't know if you guys, if your sleep has been kind of crazy, if you guys have been like feeling all the shifts and like energies coming through There's quite a lot. I mean, there's always a lot, right? Because we're infinite and we're multidimensional and we're always picking up on things from the collective. Crazy sleep here too, yeah. So, yeah. I'm really, really tired. I drink a lot of coffee. So if I gotta take like 20 pee breaks, I'm really, really sorry. But that's probably what's gonna happen. But yeah, there's just been crazy energies, just a lot coming through. And it was so funny, you guys, because I was just sitting there, just sitting, just kind of, you know, whatever, zoning out like I usually do because I'm a Pisces. And all these downloads just started coming through like one after the other, one after the other, one after the other, like out of nowhere. You know how that goes. And I'm like, I gotta go live. And they're like, you need to write these things down and tell these things to them. And I'm like, okay. I get impatient sometimes. Sometimes I just I just want to go live and they're like, nope, you got to do this first, or you got to wait like this amount of time or this amount of time. And I've been really, really learning how to let go and surrender and just trust. And that has been a big thing for me. And I think also for the collective, because we're all connected, right? So I think a lot of these things you guys have probably been receiving and perceiving and picking up on too. So yeah, so without further ado, I'm just going to go over the downloads that I received. And then I thought it'd be fun to do a collective reading for everyone and see what comes through for the current energies. And then I'm going to be doing some mini readings after. I think I'm going to accept, if anyone wants like a $10 mini reading, personal mini reading, I think I'm going to cap it at 5. I think I'm going to do 5 of them. And then we'll just kind of go from there. But yeah, so let's see. Let's get into the downloads that I got, because I'm sitting here blabbing and I'm really tired. So if I'm, you know, trying to like think and communicate and it's not coming out right, that's why. So just bear with me, but I did have a lot of coffee. Okay. So yeah, that's another thing, you know, like the perceptions of good and bad. It's like I think a lot of the collective are really rising above that and understanding like we have the ability to transmute that because we are all one and we are all God and we are all source consciousness and Christ consciousness. And I think we're like really starting to like awaken and remember. And it's really cool. It's really exciting. It's such an exciting time to be alive. It's like insane. But it's okay if you still perceive things as good and bad. And it's okay if like you don't believe in that either. It's whatever resonates with you, whatever your truth is. But because we are all connected, I feel like we're all receiving and perceiving and conjoining all these truths like together. It's like all the puzzle pieces. So hi Harold, how are you? I'm doing good, how are you? So I'm gonna go over the downloads. So yesterday I was sitting out in the sun and I was grounding barefoot to the earth and I was just kind of just surrendering, again, surrendering to the universe, surrendering to God, to source, to my beings of light, my guides, and just allowing things to flow through me. And it's just been amazing, like what I've been channeling just very, very recently. And if you're following me on Instagram, it's at KimberKiss33, but I literally posted just a few days ago that I felt the shifts coming. Like I knew the shifts were going to occur. Like I could just feel it in my soul. I knew things were going to happen. And so I was sitting outside yesterday in the sun, again, barefoot to the earth. Hi everyone coming in. And I had this vision, but it wasn't just a vision, it was multi-dimensional. So it's kind of hard to put into words. Hi, the Idahoan, how are you, hon? So it's really hard to put into words, so bear with me. But I was channeling the vision, the feeling, the essence, and the frequency of heaven. And that's the only way I know how to describe it. And I really feel that we all have this ability to do this. You know, we may feel it in waves sometimes. We may just allow it to flow through. It might just come through. It might be coming through with a set intention. It's however it resonates for you. but I was channeling that frequency of heaven. And I really do feel and I do know that we all have this ability. Why? Because we're all connected and we're all different perceptions or perspectives of the one perspective, correct? So I know some of you have probably received this and these things already because we're kind of at different levels, but I really pick up a lot for the collective. So it's kind of like tapping into either what people have perceived, what people are going to be perceiving, or what people are perceiving now. And it just kind of comes through. So, hi Anna, how are you? So, I feel and I know we all have this ability, and that's to tap into the frequency of heaven, okay? And we all have this. We're all light workers. We're all from a higher dimensional field because we're all souls. And so I was literally told by my Arcturian guide the message that we are all New Earth. We, I, you, we're all New Earth. Because we all have this ability to do this. We all have this ability, all of us. I don't care what you look like, where you come from, who you are, we all have this ability. So it's really amazing. And it was such a huge download to the point where like I almost had the wind knocked out of me when this download came through. I was like, wow, okay. And so I really do feel that. And then another thing that I've been not even trying to do, it's just been happening, is I've been tapping into source perspective in the knowing that all is one and one is all. And we are the embodiment of each other. We are the embodiment of all things and all creation. And I've literally been having these things happen to where it's almost, I'm trying to explain it in a way that like makes sense for me. So hopefully it makes sense for you. But I've been having like bilocation experiences through other living beings' perspectives. So let's say I'm focusing on a tree. I literally become that tree and I see what the tree is seeing in that moment. And I'm like, what is this? No, I'm not on drugs, but I'm like, what is this? And I'm like, I know what this is. I understand what this is. This is source perspective. And it's just helping us to realize this. Another thing that happened as I was like, just, you know, sitting on the sidewalk or the driveway with my daughter, we were coloring with sidewalk chalk, which I highly recommend because it is so much fun. you just feel like a little kid again. But I was sitting there and I saw this little ant just like crawling by and I'm like, oh my gosh, this ant is so beautiful. And like, look at the intricacy of it. And then all of a sudden I was that ant and I saw everything that ant was seeing in that moment in time. And I could see like the driveway, but in the perspective of being that ant. It sounds crazy, but this is what happened. So I'm just trying to explain it in a way that I guess makes sense, but I've been having these crazy, and I mean, they sound crazy, but they're not crazy. Yeah, trippy, but not. It's just, it is what is. And I feel like more of us are going to be tapping into this because if I've tapped into it, I'm sure as heck know other people have, and I know more people will. And I feel like that's just kind of like what I was picking up on. But it was, yeah, it's source. It's all of us because we're all one. There's no separation. Any kind of separation is simply just our programmed beliefs, and we're getting out of that like more and more to the point where it's like, it's almost kind of scary, right? Because it's the unknown. It's something that we're not used to delving into, or I guess like just experiencing on a daily basis, right? It's not like the norm, but I feel like it's becoming the norm because we're tapping into that understanding, that consciousness, right? And so then I received more downloads, so I'm just gonna go over those. And these are kind of just questions that my Arcturian guide, if you guys don't know about my awakening story, I think I have it public. I'm not sure if it's up as unlisted or public. It's in a really old video. It's from a couple years ago, like right after I had my awakening. I was talking about my experience, but my Arcturian guide, his name is Yunu, right? Isn't that funny? Like, you already knew, but it's spelled like Y-E-U-N-E-U is what he showed me in my third eye. But he has been with me for many, many lifetimes, as I found out this year during that BQHT session with Shane from Unbiased and on the Fence. But anyways, he was giving me questions and different perspectives to help the collective in comprehending and I guess understanding or expanding their own consciousness. So I'm just going to read these to you, and whatever resonates for you, take. Whatever doesn't, that's okay. It's whatever resonates with you, right? Okay, so he said, have you allowed yourself to receive reality in a different way than which you're perceiving it as? Have you, and it's shifting perspectives, but it's also the essence of allowing. What are you allowing? What are you surrendering to? And so that was the question. Have you allowed yourself, excuse me, to receive reality in a different way than that which you're perceiving it as? And this is just a way to expand your perceptive mind and your consciousness and what you're viewing and what you're experiencing. And then he goes to say, and these aren't in any specific order. I was literally just jotting them, like typing them on my phone as the downloads were coming through. And he's like, you need to share these. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to. But they're kind of out of order. So just bear with me. This is kind of just how my mind works and how they come through. But he said, we have to understand that we are the ones perceiving this reality. So how can you receive it higher? And how can, how can you receive and how can you perceive it higher in more limitless and unique ways? So how can you, I guess, broaden your horizon, but allow that to be received in like unlimited, vast, different and unique ways? Are you allowing that to come through? Are you open to that? And so that was one of the questions too. And if you guys want, I can type these in either like a pinned comment or in the description box below after this. So you can kind of, I feel like they're very activating. And I feel like once you read them and interpret them in the own way that is resonatory for you, it will activate you. He said, like, okay, what do you believe? What do you believe without any fear or limited beliefs attached to it? What do you believe? What do you perceive without any fear or limiting beliefs attached to it? And allow that frequency to come through and allow those downloads to come through and whatever you channel to come through. And then there's just a few more, bear with me, and then I'll get into the collective message. He said, how do we change our reality? Because we are the co-creators, we are the creators of our reality. By taking back our power and really showing the way to others. So if you've experienced something where you've received a download or you've received a perception or something that is very soul expansive, are you showing that to other people? Are you sharing that perspective? Because we are the way showers, we all are. And we learn from one another because we're all different perspectives of the one perspective. So that was a great question too. How do we change our reality? By taking back our power and realizing how truly powerful we are in the co-creation of our own reality, because we're all creating it. And it kind of goes to stem from, what are you consuming on a daily basis? What are you watching? What are you allowing to come into your consciousness? If you're scrolling, right, and you're seeing stuff that's, you know, maybe perceived as lower vibrational from the news, do you really want to consume that information? So we have to be very, very mentally aware of what we're allowing into our consciousness, because it's creating. And that's what the media and the higher ups understand. So we have to take our power in understanding this as well, and start consuming the higher power, the higher knowledge. So that way we can create that here and now, because there's only the here and now. Okay. And then he said, so how do we get to this unlimited source perception field? And it's by tapping in and realizing that you are this. All of us are. So it's the knowing, it's the being present and the understanding that we are this, and remembering that. And then also surrendering into it, surrendering into the source perspective. So when you're receiving source perspectives, you have to allow them to be received by surrendering, just allowing them. And how do we accelerate this perception? By tapping into the speed of light, because we are this. And that's how you can accelerate it. By tapping into the all and realizing that we are the all. And are we really embodying conscious awareness, or are we being distracted by too many things? So simplify. Simplify is a huge message. But are we really embodying conscious awareness by allowing it to be embodied, or are we just being distracted by too many things? So really taking time to meditate is a huge thing. And not just meditating in a way to where you have to do it this certain way. It can come through many different ways. It's however it's flowing through you at that moment in time, right? And don't we realize that we have already transcended these things? So the things that we may even be experiencing now, we have already transcended these things. So that was really powerful in knowing that as well. So those are the downloads that I received. And it was one after the other. So the whole thing happened yesterday, and then all the downloads flowed in today. So I knew I had to do a live stream. I knew I had to share those, and I will type them in the description because I feel like they'll be very activating for everyone. And I feel like it's really important to share any knowledge that we receive to others, no matter how scary or how strange or how unique or different it is, because it awakens. It awakens, it activates. It allows us to perceive in a way that we haven't thought to do so before. So I'm gonna share those in the description box below, and then we're gonna do the, finally do the collective reading, but I was told to share those, so I did. So I think we're gonna start. I just purchased this Mermaids and Dolphins Oracle Tarot deck, and I'm really excited to use it. And I've been letting my daughter play with it, so the cards were all a mess at the beginning, but I got them all organized. So let's just see what the collective energies are right now. Another message, don't be afraid to be different. Don't ever be afraid to be different. Like, we really have to let go of this fear of being different, because it's so implemented in all of our beings to feel this way, and we have to really let go of that. Let it just kind of dissolve and surrender, right? Surrender into our authenticity, who we truly are, and the feelings and the frequencies and expressions that we get and receive, and teach them to others, because we're all teachers, we're all learners. So don't be afraid to be different is a huge message. All right, let's see what comes through. Also, I feel like a lot of us are receiving a lot of third eye activations as always, but I feel like there's just a lot of integral energies coming through. You know what, I'm gonna see if that pops out again. I'm not sure if that one was meant to pop out, so let's just see. I don't feel it was. There we go. Okay. Bottom of the deck is worthiness. So really understanding how worthy you are to receive. Because everyone is already more than enough, and everyone is already a perfect expression of the Creator. Ooh. A new dawn just flew out. Love that card. Okay, so this really coincides. I have some spiritual friends who have been messaging me different things that they've been channeling, and that card really coincides with a lot of the things people have been channeling recently. Ooh. I'm excited for this reading. Let's see what else comes through. Okay, that card did want to come through, so someone in here needs to hear that message, so I will share that message. Hi, EXO. How are you? Okay. Okay. I got the cards. So, first card is tranquility. Okay, so really taking time to sit in silence and stillness and doing some kind of routine to where you're able to just relax. So make time to relax, be still, and enjoy your solitude, indulging in much needed self-care. And I think this is an overall kind of understood, known message, because we really need to take care of ourselves better in order to help the collective. Because by taking care of ourselves, we are able to help the collective that much more. I heard being selfish, like it's okay to be selfish. It's actually a good thing to be selfish. The reason people are so miserable in this world is because they've been told that they're selfish, and that has such a negative connotation attached to it, when it's actually quite a positive thing. Because by improving yourself and by taking time for you and really setting those standards high, then you're able to help the collective on a higher level, because we are the collective. So by taking care of yourself, you're actually taking care of everyone else as well. So yeah, indulging in much needed self-care is a good thing. So crystal baths, just whatever that is for you, however that is for you. Okay, so tranquility. And then we have, then after you've done that, after you've taken time to just relax and gain your alignment and your clarity, it's time to go. Ready, set, go. I love this card. And this says, now is the perfect moment to dive in and embrace your heart's desire. And that we were talking about being in the now, how important it is to be fully present. It's very important to be fully present, because that's where you kind of shift outside of all time perceptions, and you're totally aligned and synced into the all. Okay, so, but now is the perfect moment to dive in and embrace your heart's desires. So really tapping into your heart, because your mind is going to want to override this always, because that's what kind of happens sometimes, unless you set the intention to have your heart and your mind totally synced up, which you can do with the intention. But really sinking into that heart space and understanding what it is that you want to do and what your desires are. So now is the perfect moment to dive in and embrace your heart desires, your heart's desires. So that's really beautiful. And I think more and more of us are doing that. Thank you, Andre. How are you? I hope you're doing good. And then we have the New Dawn card that flew out, and I love this card. A New Dawn. I love this deck too. My daughter loves it too, because of all the mermaids on it. But the worst is behind you now, and positive new experiences are on the horizon. And so many of my friends have been, and these are highly connected spiritual people, which we all are, but they've been messaging me, okay? And they've all been receiving this as well, this message, a new dawn. And it's relieving, right? It's a relief. Like it's, oh sure, it's the Magical Mermaids and Dolphins. It's by Doreen Virtue. And I found it on Amazon because, as we know, it's hard to find these decks by Doreen, but I found she has some still out there on Amazon, and yeah, you're welcome. and I love it. I love this deck. It's very relatable. Not so much to where you have to like really think, you know, so, which is great because simple is better, right? The worst is behind you now, and positive new experiences are on the horizon. And I think a lot of us have been seeing this or feeling this more and more, where we understand that we're all coming together. And there was actually a video on Instagram, and I forget what it's titled, but it showed the riots, but it showed these two huge groups of riots just like coming together and cheering for one another and just unifying. Okay, so they're putting their own egos and like opinions aside, and they're understanding that we are all one and that we are all in this together and we are all one. We are all one. It's like we have to understand that we are all one. There is no separation. There is none. It's just a program. We're breaking out of it. But so there are positive new things on the horizon coming in, and shifts and perspectives and frequencies. So it's really important to understand this and embrace this frequency, because the more you do so, the more it manifests, because you're a creator. Okay, so that's beautiful. This is really exciting. And there's been cosmic downloads of this. There's been cosmic downloads of this. So pay attention. Now this is the message about synchronicities. And Mike Basil on YouTube was talking about, this was a while ago in one of his videos, but it really resonated with me, and it resonates even more so now. There is no such thing as coincidences. That's a program. There's only synchronicities. And the more that we understand this and realize this and catch them by paying attention, what are we thinking when we see a synchronicity? Where are we seeing the synchronicities? How are they occurring? What patterns are they coming in as, right? So notice why can't I say this word? Notice repetitious signs and your inner guidance, as this can yield valuable information. And this kind of coincides with the downloads that I received, because I felt that information was very, very valuable and would help and activate many of you. And so I feel like more of you will be stepping into this leadership role of sharing what you receive and sharing your perspectives and your downloads and your channelings. Yes, yes, I just saw 222 before I went live. I did. Hi, Lady Abraxas, how are you? I miss you too. I hope you're all doing good. I hope the family's well. You guys doing okay? I hope you're doing good. So lots of synchronicities, and pay attention. Pay attention, because it's gonna be overwhelming. I mean, as you guys know, a lot of you already know that it has been overwhelming, but it's gonna get more and more intense as we go along here. Hi, how are you? Starseed Intuitive, how are you? That's why I probably didn't recognize you last time, because you were under a different name. I love you, girly. I love you guys. You guys have to go to subscribe to Peace, Love, and Tattoos as well, because she does personal readings. She did one for me, and it was so on point, to the point where I was like, are you inside my brain right now? Are you inside my brain? She was. It was amazing. So please check her out. Please go subscribe. She's amazing. And she's also under Starseed Intuitive, at Starseed Intuitive on Instagram as well. She does daily card readings. So please check her out. Please check everyone out in here. Everyone's good peeps. So the next card we got is Set Your Sights Higher. This is another thing that I channeled, right? What are you perceiving? What are you limiting yourself with perceiving and accepting in downloads and consciousness and information? Are you limiting that by only perceiving it a certain way? Try to put yourself into the viewpoint of source and view from there by just tapping in and knowing that you are that. All right, this will set your sights higher. This is also for you to, it kind of coincides with the whole self-care message, but increase your standards and expect more for yourself. Don't settle. Okay, this is a huge message for 2020, right? a huge message for all of us. So I firmly believe in this message, 100 and a gajillion%. So set your sights higher, increase your standards, and expect more for yourself. Do not settle, right? We are all connected, so you have to do this for yourself. Rest. Okay, so this goes along with the tranquility as well. So it's really important to really rest when you're integrating all these activations and downloads and energies and frequencies and knowledge and wisdom, and take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. You're your number one, because we're all number one. We're all connected. So really take care of yourself. You've been working so hard. A lot of you have been working so hard, and not even just in the physicality, but in the higher dimensions as well. We've all been working so hard. We've all been trying to come together, right? We've all been trying to unite together. So take a nap and get some rest, and know that you're doing amazing. You're already doing it. You're doing amazing. Make sure you're getting enough rest and taking time for you, okay? And when you're feeling, I mean, we kind of, just follow our own intention and intuition with what we're going to be working on next or what we feel called to do, but really setting into that flow of surrender to the universe. What are you meant to be sharing right now? What are you meant to be experiencing? What are you meant to be sharing? Are you meant to be live streaming right now? Are you not meant to be live streaming right now? How does it feel? Does it flow, or is it being forced? Are you trusting in yourself? Because how can you trust in the universe if you're not trusting in yourself? Why? Because you are the universe. So you need to learn how to trust. And I think these are all really great messages that we've been working on so hard. And we've done a great job already. And we've superseded some of these things, but it's really important to trust and rest, okay? And then this card flew out in the beginning. Well, it didn't fly out. I pulled it out, but then I wasn't sure if it was gonna fly out again, but it did. So someone in here needs to hear this message, or someone who will be watching this later on needs to hear this message in particular. But this is mother healing. And this is so multifaceted of an explanation to where I kind of want to break it down simply, because sometimes I just go off on tangents. But this is mother healing. So this is with you and your mother. This is us with Mother Earth, Mother Gaia. This is us nurturing our divine feminine as well as our divine masculine, because they mirror one another and they are the same. Okay, when you get to that place of knowing that we have the power of healing all these things. Hi! Aw, I love you so much. How have you been? You used to be everything Star Wars. Now entertainment and Star Wars. How are you doing? I hope you and your family are good. Thank you so much for that. You're a great person too. Everyone is a great person. So, mother healing. As your feelings towards your mother heal, your desires manifest more rapidly and accurately. So lots of healing going on. Lots of healing going on. A lot of, I guess, recognizing what needs to be healed. But I honestly feel like when you ground to Mother Earth and you sit on Mother Earth and you place your hands on Mother Earth and you realize that we're all one and we're all connected, and you feel that heartbeat of Mother Earth as your own heartbeat and connected as one, and that automatically heals. It's not, I feel like sometimes we are so hard on ourselves and we feel like we need to do all this hard work when it comes to healing ourselves. And while yes, it is important to heal things, there's ways of transmuting things that aren't so hard. And there's ways of tapping into all that we're connected to automatically heal. So we're not constantly dwelling in that. Because life was meant to be fun. Life was meant to be bliss. Life was meant to be heaven, heaven on earth. And when we just constantly dwell in the shadows, what are we creating? More shadows. So it is important to, yes, recognize what needs healed, but by tapping into the bliss that which we are, the utopia feelings that which we are, the heaven that which we are, that's a more higher, I don't even want to say higher, it's just a more loving way of going about healing ourselves and healing one another and healing the planet. So as your feelings towards your mother heal and your desires manifest more rapidly and accurately, okay, so understanding that we are all one, that we're connected, and allowing it to be healed, our desires are going to manifest more rapidly and accurately. Okay, so tapping into that nurturing, and also mothering yourself, right? Because that coincides with the self-care and setting your sights higher, setting your standards higher, however that's perceived, however that resonates for you. You can just sink in, like, again, your ego, your mind, and I hate the word ego because it's so freaking overused, but our mind, it's true, but our mind is one of those machines that just, it's always like, it's so overstimulated by so many things in the world and so programmed by so many things. And that was another huge message. What runs our mind, right? It's that programming. It's what we've been introduced into. It's that reiterated, what we're taught, what we're told. But we're breaking out of that, guys. We're breaking out of that paradigm and resonating with just our true essence in the here and now, that frequency of God source, that which we are. It transmutes so far in depth and space and inside of ourselves that I'm rambling, but it's true. That's what it does. We are God frequency. We are gods. We are creators. We are love. We're unconditional love. We're heaven. We are literally the physical vessels for heaven on earth. And so really mothering and nurturing yourself will transcend so many programmed beliefs. It will heal so many things within inside of ourselves. Taking time for us really does so much more for not only us, but the collective as well, because we're all connected. It does so much more than I think we realize in this human existence. Yes, we are lighthouses. We are literal lighthouses. We are the light warriors. We are the light workers. We are the ones to shine the light and anchor that in. We are the bringers of heaven on earth, because that's what we are. We are heaven on earth. And we have to understand that. Like, there's a message that I always talk about, and you guys are probably so sick of me talking about it, but my grandpa, he was literally an angel, which I believe we're all angels, but he would always say, the world is what you make of it. And it's so true. We are the creators of our own reality. What are we perceiving? What are we allowing to digest and integrate? What are we focusing on? What are we believing? If we can't believe that we are unconditional love, that is separation, right? But separation doesn't even exist. It's a program. We're realizing that, like so many things that are false are programs, because if they don't resonate as truth, then how are they true? So I'm rambling, I'm so sorry, guys. But that's it. It's just, we just need to embody love, unconditional, and unity consciousness, and understanding that I am literally you and you are me, and we are one. All is one, one is all. Hi Eliza, how are you? Or Elisa, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. So yeah, just be really kind to yourself, be really nurturing, be really compassionate. Don't be so hard on yourself. Understand that when you're being hard on yourself, that's a program. That's a program. It's not your fault. It was instilled in you probably when you were, a little girl or boy. And we're learning how to break out of these things and shift our consciousness and transmute these things. I always talk about this too, but working with the violet flame is going to be really, really important, because transmutation is going to be a huge key here of bringing heaven on earth. Transmutation. And understanding that everything is already transmutated. So when we can tap into those higher knowings and higher frequencies and consciousnesses of the things that we're wanting to do, and understanding that they have already been done, we're just kind of watching it all play out. But we're here to assist. We volunteered to come and assist during this time. It's hugely expansive and hugely empowering. And we're really waking up to our power and anchoring that back in. Yes, flames of all colors. You can really use the whole rainbow spectrum. The rainbow has been being presented left and right. I've been seeing it everywhere. I think many of you have as well. But by just like embodying the rainbow, it's the rainbow prophecy. It's that of which we are, right? Our chakra systems, our energy bodies, our souls, our love, our field, our energy field, our auras. Our soul is so much more than we can really perceive from a human level. But when you tap into it, then you can perceive it and just allow it to come through. So like I said, I'm rambling, I'm really sorry, but there's just a lot of stuff flowing through, so I'm just surrendering and just allowing it to come through. So the next card is playtime. Playtime. Okay, so tapping into your inner child, raising your frequency, doing things that just like bring you so much joy and effortlessness in the way that you are thinking, just tapping into that innocence of being a child again, and really like looking at the world through a set of newborn eyes and perceiving it that way. So the dolphins know the importance of playing, as joy creates miracles and manifestation, because this is our frequency. Our frequency is complete and 100% unconditional love. It's innocence, it's purity, it's awakening. It's the awakening. So playtime, like really setting time for you to play, to dance, to sing, whatever that is for you. But that really helps anchor in the present moment, and also that true essence of that of which we are, when we're not judging ourselves, or we're not being so hard on ourselves, and we're literally in the force of co-creation, because we are creators. So it's a really great time to play. These are great messages. I love these cards so much. But playtime, this has been a huge one for me, right? I've been getting outside, playing with my daughter. Summertime's a great time to do this. Playing with chalk, drawing things, coloring, singing, just surrendering, allowing your body to move with that which you feel, whatever resonates for you. But just giving yourself time, even if it's just a few minutes a day to do this, will benefit you so much, because it's your true essence coming through. That's your true self, your true essence. And then the last card is simplify your life. Simplify your life, okay? So eliminate clutter from your home and work life to balance the flow of activities. Because like I said, there's so many integrations and so many downloads and channelings and frequencies and things that are coming through. And sometimes we get overwhelmed from our environment by having so much stuff around. It really affects our flow and our energy, and it overwhelms the mind. So when you're able to, even if you just took 10 minutes a day, I have to take this on advice, right guys? I'm only human as well. I am a frequency, I am a code, I am a frequency, I am source, I am a soul. But I'm still here on this dualistic plane, so I'm working through the same things as you are working through them with me as well. But eliminating clutter from your home will just really, really help a lot, and it just allows the energies to flow. And it also kind of, it's kind of like, you know, when people say you're reshopping your closet or you're discovering your own hidden treasures. It's like you come across these things that you haven't looked at for a long time, and you're like, wow, this is so cool. This is so much fun. Like for me, it was a notebook. I was actually, it's a funny story. I was going to visit my grandma, because my aunt is taking care of her now. She's in her 90s. And so I was going to visit her and I couldn't find my address book for my aunt's house, which I know where she lives. I just couldn't remember the address. It was just driving me nuts. It was actually a day after I hadn't slept the night before, which has been happening a lot. But I couldn't sleep the night before because the energies, I think it was right around the time of the full moon or the strawberry moon, which was pretty recent. But I was looking for the address book. I couldn't find it, but I came across all my notebooks and I'm looking through them and I'm like, wow, this is amazing. Like I could cry because I had all the channelings for the readings that I've done for clients, and there's so many patterns there. There's so many amazing messages there. It's like a treasure trove of knowledge and wealth of information. Just love, like just love frequency. It's like every word and every sentence and every page, it's like, oh my gosh, like this is so amazing. And then I came across this other notebook and I'm flipping through, and divinely I come to this page that I channeled last May. It was May 22nd, 2019. And it was 4 full pages of channeled messages that I received from my Arcturian guide. You knew? And I'm reading these things and I'm like, yes, 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 this has happened, this has happened, this has happened, this is happening now. This has just happened. Oh my gosh, like the synchronicities. It was amazing. It was beautiful. And it was so funny because I just did that BQHT session with Shane from Unbiased and on the Fence, and I received the message with like 4 specific crystals that I'm going to be learning how to work with in healing and doing water healing and all kinds of things. And I literally had written down the same exact crystals last year around the same time, and I had completely forgotten about it. So it's so fun to go through things in your home and just see what you come across. Like maybe you find like a new outfit that makes you feel just pretty or confident or just feminine or masculine, or you come across maybe a drawing of something that you did or whatever it is. It's like, it's amazing what you will find. But if you take time to just, even if it's just 10 minutes a day, to work on like a small area of your home and just really get things organized or declutter or go through things that you haven't used. Because think of all like the lives that you will touch and make that much happier with sharing those things that you're not using. And do we really need all this stuff? Do we really need all these things? The simpler it is, the better it is for your soul and your consciousness and your flow of energy. And we're really learning how to get back to that. So that's another powerful message that will help a lot of you that are in here now. So that was the collective reading. So I'm gonna close the gate there because I went on a huge tangent. I'm sorry guys. This is what happens when I don't get sleep and I drink way too much coffee, and but I'm just trusting, I'm just allowing, and I'm just letting it flow through me to you to be received both ways. So I will do mini readings for donations if you guys wanted to do a mini reading, or if someone wanted a reading for help with their life. So, or anything that they're going through or any current energies, I will offer that now. But yes, I feel like that collective reading is really going to help a lot of you. And I love you so much. I hope everyone's doing really good, and we can chat some too, because I missed you guys and I miss hanging out with you. But I really had to share all of that because I was just like, this is so much amazingness, and I have to understand that I need to surrender here. And that's been one of the frequencies that I've been working to do, and to just like allow to flow through me. Hi Kelsey, oh my gosh, how are you? It's so nice to see all of you. Adrienne, Amy, how are you? I'm trying to declutter, but I'm lacking energy, and I know it's what I need to do. I think it's just because this is what happens to me, at least. And I know we're all different, but we're all alike, right? It's the duality that we're working through. But it's our mind. Like, our mind overwhelms us, and it makes it so much bigger in our heads than what it actually is. And so we just get overwhelmed, and then we get burnt out, and then it doesn't even happen. But if you can tap into a different perspective to where you bring it in a higher frequency, such as excitement or fun or gratitude, like I get to go through this stuff in my home because I am grateful that I have all these things, or I'm excited to go through this stuff in my home, and I'm excited to see what I'll uncover and what I'll discover. Or I'm gonna bring fun into this. I'm gonna bring fun into this. So I'm gonna make it like a game, and I'm just gonna set the timer for 10 minutes and go through and get rid of what I haven't used. And then it's like after you do this, you just feel so much lighter, right? And it's really good for not only the flow in your home, but just your energy too. So that really helps. Tapping into, hi Mike, tapping into different perspectives does help. You're welcome. Yeah, thanks for coming in. I was actually just talking about you because I was talking about that video that you had done. It was a while ago, but you were talking about how there's no such thing as coincidences. They're only synchronicities. And it's like when we tap into these perceptions and knowledges and knowings that resonate, it's amazing how much starts coming through that much more, even more synchronistic. So yeah, you're welcome. Thank you. Yeah, yeah, one room at a time, or even like you can get overwhelmed with even a full room too. Sometimes, like I know I do, because I'm very, I'm trying to understand that I create what I am saying, so I have to watch what I say. But let's just say I am learning to become more focused and more clear and grounded to where I can do these things. But I feel like if you do have ADD or you get overwhelmed really easily, if you just work on like a little space in your home in a certain room and just focus on that for just 10 minutes and just see what you can get rid of, see what you can throw out, see what you can donate, see what you can do. It kind of like it gets you in it's almost like a synchronicity in itself, because it kind of allows that energy to flow, and then you're able to do it more and more. Bye Andre, thanks for coming in. I hope you have an amazing day too. Yes, the basis of channeling and embodying, yes. Yeah, so that will really help. I find like making it a game, like and sometimes I don't even set a timer, because I am constantly doing things around the house, just try to keep up, as we all do, right? And so there's times where I just literally set the intention to see like how fast can I get this done. Can I do this in record time and like beat my last goal? And I just make myself do it, and it's fun though, because I'm like, ooh, like how fast can I actually do this? And then I'm like amazed by how fast it got done. And then I find myself like walking through the house being like, oh no, I have to do this. And then I go in there in that room and I'm like, oh yeah, I already did this. That's a strange feeling. But you guys know what I'm saying. I'm gonna try to catch up on comments here. So I'm just gonna go back and read a little bit and catch up and touch base here. Yes, learning to appreciate what you already have. Yes, that's a great thing to do and to tap into. And it kind of, it helps your manifestation and your abundance by tapping into gratuity and tapping into just higher frequencies in general. That's why taking time for yourself to really just be as one in the now moment is so high vibrational, and you'll be amazed at what comes through afterwards and what you receive, because you're allowing, right? You're allowing, you're not blocking it, you're not limiting it, you're understanding that it's the all. And also, let's see, sorry. Also gratuity, playing and getting creative is another great way to manifest and, you know, bring in abundance of all forms. It's all on now. Yes, rainbow and diamond iridescence. Yes. Yeah, violet flame, rose gold flame. Sorry. So I'm just rereading here. Sorry guys, I'm catching up. So Mrs. Sister Donna, if you're still here, if you wanted to get a reading, I am doing readings for $10 donations through my super chat. So if anyone wants a reading, this would be a great time to do it. And if not, that's okay too. This is my message. I'm healing my relationship with my mom and grandmother. Currently, my grandma is a negative draconian soul, but I have been assigned to help connect her back to source. So a lot of the times we will be assigned onto, I guess, lower vibrational alien entities and agendas and things, but it's because when you're an empath and you have the ability to even pick up on that in the first place, you automatically hold that key of transmuting it. And so that's why you feel it, so you can acknowledge it and then transmute it. And transmuting, like I said, is going to be a huge key, but also higher perceptual awareness and understanding and perspective automatically transmutes as well. So transmutation is a beautiful tool to work with. Kelsey, okay, so I'm gonna give you a reading. Do you have any questions that you would like to ask in particular, or just want to see what channels through? Just type it and I'll channel in and see what comes through. But I hope you're doing good. I'm definitely gonna read for you here. Just open to what comes? Okay, so let's see, what deck am I drawn to here? They're telling me to pull from the Romance Angels deck. So I'm gonna pull from here. This is like the mini version of that deck, but it still does the same job. It's so hard, you guys, to find Doreen Virtue cards now, and I really do like her cards a lot. But these are really great as well. Let's see. What does Kelsey need to know during this time? They drew me to this message on my book that just lit up for you. And it says, practical wisdom for spiritual mastery. So I feel like you're going to receive this practical wisdom for your own spiritual transcendence, your own spiritual mastery, however that resonates for you. But it's like you're receiving this, but I feel like you're going to be teaching it as well, Kelsey. I feel like you're going to be teaching it. Yeah. I feel like a lot of us are. I feel like more and more of us are going to tap into that, but that was a huge message specifically for your energy signature frequency. But we are all connected, so keep that in mind. Yeah, I just keep hearing perceptual awareness, perceptual awareness, perceptual awareness. Like really just allowing and keeping open-minded and surrendering to what's coming in. Yeah, perceptual awareness. And like I said, I'm going to, yeah, it's practical wisdom for spiritual mastery. And if you want to DM me on Insta, I can send you a picture of that, so that way you have it as well, because it's right here on my book. I feel like also this will help you receive abundance. This practical wisdom, it's like this, just this your innate truth. You had a card pop out, but I want to see if there's any more here. I feel like there's another message. It's a good one. I just want to see. I'm excited. But let's see what else. Oh, geez. Okay. Okay, this kind of coincides. Okay. 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 So these are your messages here, and then I'm going to pull just a couple more cards for you from a different deck, because I'm being drawn to this deck here. Also, it's like light, they light up for me, like they kind of like pulsate when I'm being drawn to them. But I have express your love. Hi Roman, how are you? For coming in. I have express your love, so I have go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So, and this came out right next to make the effort. Okay, and this says, great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So I feel like there's some sort of gesture or some sort of thing that you want to do that's nice. And it's telling you to go ahead and make this romantic gesture by expressing yourself, expressing your love, doing something nice for someone, and really making time and making the effort, because great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So really just following your intuition with that. And then we had playfulness in the reverse. So To recapture your romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So really tapping into your inner child, right? And encouraging your partner to do the same and supporting them through that, because sometimes people feel discouraged from that or they feel silly, but it's really important to support that and encourage that playfulness, the innocence, the just joyfulness, the carefree, you know, going out into nature, dancing around, being a silly goose, you know, like chanting and light language or whatever it is for you. But to really do this, recapture your romance by allowing your inner child and your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine through, and really encouraging your partner to do the same. And then we also had past life relationship in the reverse. So this is, you have known each other before. And I feel like you kind of doubt that, both of you. That's what I'm getting with this, is that 111%. It's weird that you said 111. It's weird that you said that, because that's just a very common number. Oh, we have one more card too here. I thought this was the last one. We have one more. But yeah, there's yeah, it's just about getting in the fun and play, because your last card here is attraction. Your last card here is attraction. So there's a lot of attraction, right? There's a lot of attraction, but it's saying you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So not feeling guilty or limited, or like letting your mind limit you or get in the way from being your authentic self, or from just letting your heart play, letting your heart guide you, tapping into the fun, being silly, whatever that is for you, however it resonates for you. But you attract this romance, right, by enjoying the now moment fully. And how do you do that? By being playful, right? By raising your vibration, by doing all these things. But you have definitely known each other before, and because this is in the reverse, I feel like either you or the other person, or even maybe both of you, kind of doubt that sometimes. But it's like reiterating here, like this is a past life relationship. You guys have known each other in a past life. You have known each other before, and that's why this like draw to one another is like so intense. So it's really beautiful. Like that's just the energy there. Like it just pictures that beautifully, and it's just really gorgeous. And I just saw a flash again. I know whenever I talk to you, I see flashes, and it's only with certain people, but I just saw a bright white flash like come from my third eye. So I feel like you guys are very like connected through the third eye. You just have this like, it's almost like you guys kind of get confused at who is who sometimes, because you're so just like melted together as one. So, but it's okay. Like that's beautiful, right? But it's also like knowing that it's okay to be yourself and to express yourself, and that like if you guys don't always agree on something, that's okay. But the way to transcend that is to just tap into the fun and do nice things for one another, make each other feel good. It feels like we have one aura. Yeah, and that's what it is. I mean, you guys are literally one being in two separate human bodies. So yeah, I feel like that's how we all are actually. I feel like honestly, when I tap into source perspective, and not even to label it as that, just that which that is, like unconditional love. The reason we relate to one another so well is because we're literally all each other's twin flames. Like we're all each other's twin flames. Like we're all unconditional love. We've all been together here and now and then and when and whatever, like however you want to label it, but it's one. We're all one. We're all connected. We're just seeing things through different perspectives, but we're learning how to conjoin those things and also like identify, I guess. But that's like separation too. It's hard to explain it because we're on a dualistic plane of perception and perceiving and explaining, but we do the best that we can, I feel, and that's good enough. But yeah, you've definitely known each other before. There's definitely like the great attraction there. It's like the great attractor. It's like, yeah, it's good. Yes. Yeah, Mike, I knew you would understand. I know you all understand. Okay, let's see. I felt like there's a message in here. Let's see. Yeah. It's amazing how I just saw a blue flash. I literally just saw a blue flash. I always see flashes when I'm channeling your energy. Always. And it's only with certain people. Like I experience different energies and different frequencies and different things when channeling different energies. But yeah, I always see like the blue flash and now the white flash. It's like, what color is going to be next? Let's see, what's after blue? The Syrians and Arcturians are always giving me blue flashes. Me too. Me too. And it's so funny because I always had this like, I guess like intuitive feeling that I was Syrian because they're always coming through so strong. And when I looked back at that notebook of the messages I channeled May 22nd last year, 2019, it said that I am Syrian. It said, yes, you're this, and yes, you're that, and yes, you're this, and do some research on that. And it's like, it's so funny, like what we're meant to see at the time that we see it, that which we may have already channeled, but maybe perhaps forgotten. And I feel like that's our life in a whole gesture, isn't it? Oh, we have the star card and the number 17, and what's 1 plus 7 is number 8. 8 is the infinity symbol on its side. So yes, you're infinitely the star seed, the star soul, the soul, the vast soul, the infinite soul. This is a beautiful card. This is always a great card to get in the tarot deck, but it's always fun to read the different meanings in the different oracle cards because everyone has different perceptions, right? So this is look to the future with hope and optimism, okay? Hi, Global Witness. How are you, Derek? Let's see, 36 equals 9, feminine energy. Ooh, you know, and it's so funny that you said that because the number 9, I always break it down to 333. 3 is like the God/goddess number. 3 is the Trinity, right? The Father, Son, Holy Spirit. 3 is the balancing of the mind, the body, and the soul, the spirit. 3 is such a beautiful number. And when I always see 9, I always break it down to 333. And it's interesting you said that because before I met my husband, I would always see 333 on the clock, always, nonstop. That was the number that I would see. That was like the number that was meant to be shown to me. And then when I started dating him, he told me that he'd always see 1111 and 111. And then I started seeing, oh, and there's 11 people in the chat as I'm saying this. Very funny. And 27 thumbs up, which equals 9, which is 333. And this is what always happens when I'm talking about it. But he would see 1111, 111. Then I started seeing it nonstop. And I'm like, this is trippy. Like, this is weird. Like, what are you doing to me? Like, is this a spell or something? Like, what is this? Some sort of crazy spell? No, but I think it's funny how we see different numbers and the different meanings or what we coincide or resonate with those meanings. But yeah, the number 9 is a beautiful number. Lots to do with feminine. It's funny that you said that too, Derek, because I had pulled a card that was mother healing. And the mother healing card, I feel like, is a transcendence, not only of the mother energy, the female energy, but the male energy, because I do feel like they're both one. But I feel like it's I got several messages for it, but I felt like it was the healing for the planet, the mother healing, the ultimate provider of that which we have on this physical plane. It's also the spirit of the mother Earth. It's multiple things, but when you said feminine energy, I was like, oh my gosh, because we need to mother ourselves. We need to heal whatever relationship we had with our mother, right? There's just a lot to it, and it's interesting that you said divine feminine. There's another thing, like here, let's see. 911 is transition or transfiguration. Can I just have you like come on here and talk about these beautiful numbers? Because I'm always constantly looking up the numbers and trying to remember their meanings. And it's funny because sometimes the meanings will change too. Like I will have this number in mind and I have looked at the meaning, and because we all have different perceptions, but at that point in divine timing, it meant something completely different to the divine timing that I'm looking upon it now. And it's like, what's resonating? Like what resonates here? And it's really cool to understand like ancient numerology and all that stuff, because the symbolism and the messages that they coincide with, it's really, it's very eye-opening. And I feel like we learn so much from going back into our ancestry, into that ancient knowledge as well. 6 is man. Yes, I just realized. And 9, so it's the yin and the yang, the female energy, the male energy. So 6 is man and 9 is female. 666 being only male and full of destruction. Okay, that's, and you know, it's so funny because I always wondered, like, the 666, you know, is the beast, the number of the beast in the Bible, but that makes so much sense. Being only male and full of destruction, we must combine the 6 and the 9 before we can be raised. Yes, and understanding that the energies are both all one, because everything is the all of love and all of one. One is all is one and one is all. So I love that. Yes, and that's actually one of the messages I got earlier. So that's really, I love that. Thank you for sharing that, because I did not know that. I didn't know about the 666 being only male. Wow. Thank you. Guys, you have to, I'm sorry, I apologize. You have to check out Global Witness. Derek Rhodes, he's amazing. I think I said your last name wrong. I'm really tired. I got no sleep last night. So I'm just kind of like channeling, and I received so many downloads yesterday and today, and I'm allowing it all to just surrender through. It's BROS, correct? I would love that. I would love that. That would be so fun. Just, okay, because I love your perspective, and I love all bros, that's right. Is the last name of Derek. So that's Global Witness. Please go subscribe. His channel is amazing. He's a beautiful, beautiful person, beautiful soul, and so knowledgeable. And that's why I would love to have you on, because there's so much we can all learn from you. And I think it's a really important time right now in the space where we're trying to perceive all these different perspectives and find the different pieces of the puzzle. There's so much we learn from one another. And that's another message too, is like, it's so important to share your truth and whatever resonates with you, because there may be someone that needs to hear that message, or there may be someone that needs to be taught that message, or there may be somebody that has never thought of the way that you've perceived that. And it really helps us all understand and piece together. It's like all the puzzle pieces, and it's all coming together. We're all just doing the task we've been given. Yes. Thank you. I love you so much. I think you're doing completely incredible, and I love you so very, very much. Thank you. That means the world to me. And it's really exciting. This time is so exciting. It's so exciting. And yeah, I think it's really important to let go of the fear and the programming, because there's so much of that we're working through as a collective. And individually. And I feel like the more that we can work through that for ourselves, it gives other people the chance to tap into that frequency and do it for themselves. So I feel like the more that we can transcend fear and understanding that fear doesn't even exist, it's simply a program that's been, you know, instilled in us since we were little, or however it is, but it's also a perspective of this dualistic plane. It's something that we wanted to experience, so that way we could understand duality, so that way we could transcend duality. So I think it serves its purpose, but I feel like it's important now for people to rise above that and really share their hearts and share their soul in all of it. So I'm sorry. I'm just blabbing, guys. I'm sorry, but it's exciting, and I'm so honored that you're here. I really am, Derek. So thank you. And I hope you and your wife are doing really well, because I know it's been fun times that we've been going through, but they're all so important because we learn so much from them, and we come together, I think, more so during these times, and really, as much as it seems that it's not that way, I feel like it is that way, because I feel innately most humans are good at heart and want to see the world as a better place, right? Because it's where we live. I have to go now, but I appreciate you so much. I love you so much. I love you, and I hope those messages resonate with you. And thank you so much for coming in. That's amazing. Bye, Mike. Thank you so much for coming in. I love you guys so much. We are all well, but also challenged, like all, yeah. More attacks come when you are doing good things. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Thank you so much for coming in. Yeah. And it's like the more you really shine the light on the truth, it's like those lower resonant frequencies feel threatened by that, because it's it's a complete obliteration of that entity or that lower frequency's belief. And so they try to grasp at like pieces of straw, I guess is what you could say, or tooth and nail, to hold on to the lower frequency. But I feel like the more you can shine your light, yes, there will be attacks, but it's important to just emanate that love out no matter what. And by doing so, I feel like with your heart, it transmutes. It really does. It transmutes those energies. And I feel like a lot of these energies are going to start coming over to the side of the light. And I feel like the ones that don't, well, when we shift into the higher frequency, heaven on earth, I feel like they're either, they'll want to shift, or they'll be transmuted, or something will happen where we all just finally realize that we're all one, and then that automatically will transmute them. So hopefully that helps. But I love you all so much, and thank you so much for coming in, Derek. And you're welcome to stay if you want to stay too. Adrian just donated. So Adrian, is there any questions or anything that you would like me to channel for you, or would you like me to just channel in your energy frequency and see what comes through? It's up to you. But yeah, it's important to not be thrown off by the personal attacks either, because we have to remember that maybe those people are battling, you know, their own inner demons and things like that. It's just, I guess, a broader understanding and being able to see ourselves as them and them as us. And it's just a lot of like tapping into higher consciousness perceptibilities, and it's very challenging, but it's what we came here to work through and to do. So I feel like it's important, and it plays its part, I guess. It plays its role. So would you like, let's see, maybe let's just see what my guides would like to know. Okay, let's see. So your energy is really intense. I'm feeling it like with the crown, especially. So I feel like you're receiving a lot of like crown activations and integrations. You might be noticing this. You might be receiving maybe headaches, or maybe just tingling, or just like a feeling of some sort with these crown activations. But there's a lot like in your third eye as well. Yeah, so there's a lot, like I got this overwhelming like whoo, like energy throughout my crown and my third eye. So that's really beautiful though. That's really exciting. That means you're probably going to start tapping into higher consciousnesses. That means you're going to be seen more, and it's all meant for us, and it's all meant for you, right? So just trusting that too, and knowing your guides, like they love you so much. They love you, you know, they love all of us, all of our guides, but they really, really love you so much, and they want you to know that. Have you really? That's so beautiful. I'm gonna cry, because I've been seeing mine a lot more recently, and I've been seeing others, like when I've done readings, they've actually presented themselves during the reading where I can like literally show them that they're there. And it can be really challenging for these like high dimensional frequencies of love to show themselves on this plane, but they want us to know that they're there. And it's really, it's beautiful, because they understand how we've been programmed to where like we can't believe it unless we see it. But I feel like a lot of us have transcended that. And I feel like now that we've transcended that, it's like, here's my gift to you. I'm going to present myself in the physicality to you to show you that you've been on the right path all along, to show you that I've always been here for you and that I love you. And this is my gift to you. And I feel like that's like, yeah, it's really special. So yeah, sorry, I get emotional. And just so you know, too, I've had a lot of questions about this, but light beings, it's higher dimensional love. It's your guides. It's your energy that's protecting you, that's surrounding you, that's supporting you. And it can be presented in many different ways. It will present to you how you were meant to see it. So sometimes when we expect to just see beings of light or light beings, sometimes we don't see them that way. Sometimes they will present themselves as maybe an ancestor or someone who looks familiar, or maybe even the physicality of Jesus or the physicality of Mother Mary or Moses or Buddha. Whatever it is to you, whatever you are comfortable with receiving is how they will present themselves to you. So it's important to note that as well. So, and no way is right or wrong. So it's however it feels, it's your own, personal experience meant for growth, for your own perceptual development. So an experience, but it helps us all understand. Okay, let's see. That's really beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. Oh, wow. You have some strong energy cards here. Like they're strong energy cards. Did you see that? Okay. These were meant for you. Sorry, guys. Ooh, I'm trying to reach them. Okay, so this is your spread. This was like this. Okay. So we have 7 of Winter that came out first in the reverse. Hi, Dan. How are you? Hi, Last Jedi. Hi, Jalen. Hi, Tiffany. Thank you, Roman. Thanks for coming in. Hi, Mizuku. Your messages are inspiration to us. You have been a big inspiration to myself since I am doing more high vibe spirit fits and motivational messages as well. I love that, Last Jedi. I love that so much. I encourage that. Like, obviously, that's beautiful. Thanks for sharing that. That makes me feel really, really, really happy in my heart. I actually saw a Moai. Oh, I think I pronounced that wrong. Sorry. From Easter Island the other night and felt this ancient presence in my room. It was incredible. And I've read that Moais are actually like the presence of our ancestors. That's so amazing. That's beautiful. And see, it's like it resonates with you and your soul and your field, your perception, your soul. And so it's important to take note that, like, even though people's perspectives and people's experiences are different, they're all connected. And it's okay that they're different and unique as well. Like, it's all okay, right? So that's really beautiful. Hi, Heather. Sort of new here. Would love a reading. Okay. Thank you so much. Yes, you'll be next after Adrian. Thank you so much. I'll make sure to do that for you. So thanks for your donation. So 7 of Winter. So there is a better choice. And Adrian, this card was in the reverse for you. So there is a better choice. Not seeing things clearly or running away from the truth. So understanding what your truth is, not running away from that, really honoring that, knowing there is a better choice, and knowing that sometimes you don't see things clearly, which is okay, but it's asking you to reflect upon yourself. Something about the water and reflection, like maybe fill up, okay, this is a really random message, but this is what they're telling me. So fill up your sink with water, or go to a local body of water where it's safe for you. However that resonates, maybe even your bathtub, and they want you to look at your own reflection in the water as the water, embodying that, but knowing that all your multidimensional selves, it's going to help open your perception to multidimensionality. So obviously we are so multidimensional, we are infinite, we are souls, we are not this, right? We're not this physical shell. This is just something we chose to embody here on this dense plane, so that way we could experience it, so that way we could advance knowledge and grow. But they want you to understand that there is more than just you, that there's many of you. There's many of us. It's our soul, our multidimensionality selves. And they want you to also reflect on your truth, your authentic truth. What is this truth? Who are you? What do you love? Are you honoring that? Are you honoring your truth? So this is, I guess, a tool that you can use to do this. I have to pee really bad. So I'm gonna take a really quick pee break. I'll be right back to finish up your spread. So stay with me, Adrian. Do not go anywhere. I'll be right back, guys. Sorry. Sorry, guys. I'm back. Sorry. I drank way too much coffee and water, and that was not a good idea to do before a stream. So Adrian, so your next card is Seven of Spring. So this says be assertive. So don't back down from what you believe in. Courageously stand up for yourself. Courageously stand up for yourself. So be assertive. Don't back down from what you believe. Courageously stand up for yourself. That's one of your messages. Yes. So really embodying, you know, the love that you are, the courageousness that you are. We have Five of Autumn in the reverse. Hi, Nadia. Thank you. Yes, I would love to give you a reading. Yes, I will. I have one more after Adrian, and then you'll be after Heather. Okay. So, Five of Autumn, reach out to others for assistance. Poor timing for a career change. Feeling challenged by money issues. Okay, so I feel like these things are going to improve, especially since this card was in the upright. It's usually the message that in the frequency that I channel in when I receive this. But it's also, I want you to know, it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to ask for assistance. And I think you're getting better and better at this. Like, I see that, I feel that. So know that that's good. Like, your guides are like, like she's getting better at this. So keep going with that. Knowing it's okay to ask for assistance, ask for help. But if you were thinking of a career change, it's saying poor timing. But I feel like when you can, because you're the creator, I feel like when you're setting your intention in the most pure, authentic, truthful, honest way, and if this is something that you've been wanting to do for yourself, let's say it's like maybe a self-employment kind of avenue to do it responsibly, just I think you just really need to acknowledge that how abundant you really are. because that will just bring everything that you need into that. So just tapping into your abundance and acknowledging how abundant you really, really are, and knowing that it's okay to ask for help from others. And I feel like you're doing good at this, like you're getting better at this, and your guides want you to continue down this road of doing so. Yeah, and it's gonna get better. Like, really watch your words and your thoughts when it comes to saying that, because when you say it's weird, it kind of puts off this like separation feeling from, because people that love you, that support you, they want to help you, right? And you want to help them. So it's the same kind of thing. So really it's honoring yourself and acknowledging like when you need assistance or when you need help. Sometimes it's not always granted, you know, and everything works out divinely. But the more that you get used to doing this and doing so for yourself, the easier it will flow, the easier it will happen for you, the more confident you'll be in asking and doing this. And then you'll have more opportunities to the opportunity of receiving the help, right? So it'll open those doors for you. We have 6 of Summer in the reverse. So this is children or childhood. So this is the return of people or romances from your past. Oh, be careful. This just says remembering events differently in a better or worse light than how they actually really occurred. So maybe like someone comes in that's like a past lover, or maybe a friend that you had a falling out with, and it's just asking you to ponder upon what had happened. Of course, always energetically forgive that person, or physically forgive, however that resonates for you. But they're wanting you to be careful, because sometimes we recall events as so much worse or so much better than they did. So really sitting in that, I guess, balanced space of neutrality, entering that space and seeing what unfolds from your perspective, and seeing what the truth actually is, and just acknowledging that, I guess, and taking that into consideration before you either jump into this relationship or before you let this person back. Just trying to have a truthful recognizance of what happened there, so you're not like over fantasizing or thinking it was so much worse than it actually was. And this is also an important message for you, because we have the children or childhood card. So I feel like there's a lot of children either that look up to you, or that you could be working with either here and now or in the future, or maybe a career that you want to get into having to do with children. This could also be the starseed children. This could be you teaching and sharing your messages in order to help the new wave of starseeds coming in. But this could also be you really tapping into your inner child, or remembering things from your childhood as well. So it could be a multitude of things, but I feel like really tapping into your inner child here is going to be really of the utmost importance for you. And also getting out into nature, because I see you grounded by a tree. I see lots of flowers around you. I see you like pondering either upon like maybe a fairy house that you had made, or maybe making a fairy house or garden would be a really great thing for you to do, because that will actually raise your frequency and tap into those realms, and there's more opportunities that await there. Connecting with the tree is very, very grounding, because not only is it grounding, but it also taps open your crown awareness, because I felt that crown activation. It taps in that wisdom of the tree, of all that it's experienced thus far, and then you're granted that knowledge. It's like that source perspective again, of seeing things from the tree's perspective, so that way you can exchange this beautiful and passing of information. But I really do see like embracing your inner child would be very beneficial for you during this time. Just be aware of certain people coming back in, understanding the reality of those situations that happened in the past, and going from there, making your best judgment from there. You can call on your guides as well. Your guides want to help you, because with this card we have the ask for help from others again. 2 of the same messages, but this is more of your guides. And if you look, there's like a fairy next to her. I feel like you're going to be working with the fairies a lot, the elementals. a great thing that you can do is actually like leave little like nature gifts around to where you feel that their energies live or reside. So if you find like little crystals or little stones or even little flowers in the yard and you want to leave those as gifts, they love that like so much. And I've just learned this recently, but they really repay you back like tenfold when you do that, because you're acknowledging their existence, their love, their presence, and you're actually offering like your love to them, and they just love that so much. So that might be a really great thing. Cult to beauty. Yes, so that's something that you're going to be doing, and Spirit is acknowledging you to go for this and really understand your confidence. I think confidence is something that you're going to be working on, as it is for all of us always, but I feel like tapping into the truth of who you are by doing that water exercise will really help you empower yourself again and gain that confidence back. Oh my gosh. Okay, yes. So they love that. They're acknowledging that. They really love that. And this ask for help from others. Like, this isn't just the physicality. This is actual like spirit guides. This is your light beings, right? This is your fairy guides. It's not just in the physical, it's in the higher dimensional realms. They want you to ask for help. They're kind of just like waiting, because they don't want to go against your free will, right? They don't want to, they'll interfere, I guess, when it's needed, but they don't want to have to do that. They want you to, when you feel ready and you feel aligned and wanting that help, then they want you to call upon them and ask for that help in whatever area of life that is for you. And then we also have the words all work and no play. So again, embracing your inner child, getting outside, getting in nature, dancing, laughing, doing silly things, really that innocence and purity of being a kid and what you used to love doing as a kid, like even if it seems silly, like do it anyway if it feels right for you in that moment in time. But yeah, and then also we have being weighed down by too many responsibilities. So asking for help is really going to help you. When you ask your guides to actually help, it'll be kind of amazing at what is presented to you. Maybe you'll have like a family member or a close friend come in and just call you randomly and be like, hey, I wanted to help you here. And it's like, oh, this is synchronistic. Yes, but is it? I think we're all creators of our own reality. So also when you expect things, like expect them, but in a way from a loving unconditional vibration, to where I'm expecting this to come in because I feel the higher frequency of that, and it's what my soul divinely lines up with, and tapping into that will help it manifest that much more. So you might be surprised by just by asking your guides, or just by setting the intention of expecting that to occur. That frequency and that knowing might surprise you, because you're more in control than I think you realize here. Yes, okay. And then we have this one, 9 of Summer. So this is wishes come true, dreams fulfilled, a magical time of your life. And I feel like you really doubt this a lot because this is in the reverse. And they're wanting you to know that this is you, right? This is you. These are your guides. This is you. Like, you're just this sparkling light, this shining light, this beacon of light. You are magic. You are surrounded by so much magic. And I feel like you're realizing this more and more, but I feel like there's a lot of doubt there where this perception is concerned. So they just really want you to realize that if you make wishes right now and you write things down and you set intentions and you send it out to the cosmos or to your guides, to source, whatever it is that resonates, your wishes will come true. They will come true, because this was in the reverse. You just have to believe it will. You just have to believe. I feel like this is just believing. That's the the word here. Believe, believe, believe. Yeah, and you can clear this doubt by simply believing, right? Doesn't that feel better? Believing, allowing, that will simply clear that. So yes, dreams fulfilled, a magical time of life. So this is really beautiful. This is also a great time to write down your dreams of what you want to create, what you want to manifest, because you are the creator. This is your acknowledgement of you being empowered. This is your acknowledgement of you being the creator of your own reality. And this is the acknowledgement of you understanding how magical your life is right now, in this here and now, because this is all divine timing. But it's a beautiful, magical time of life for you. And I feel like this message is really important for you to understand right now. And then we have 10 of Summer in the reverse. So this says, an emotionally fulfilling life with family or friends, raising children wisely, people you can trust. So you have a very emotionally fulfilling life. even though sometimes you don't feel like it is, or you feel maybe betrayed or abandoned by friends or family, you do have a beautiful life. And by, I guess, remaining gratuitous and acknowledging this will really help you. Raising children wisely is a huge key one here, because I feel like you are this teacher to these children, and I feel like they're really going to look up to you and benefit so much love and knowledge and wisdom and connection from you. There's definitely a message there. You might also be musically inclined, or know someone that is, and maybe you're gonna do some kind of collaboration here with some sort of music. Maybe they play the guitar, or maybe there's some sort of musical instrument that you've been looking to learn or to dive into. And this is amazing, Adrian, because if you look at this, look at these two little kids on the boat, and what are they looking into and reflecting upon? The water. And this is what you're going to be doing. And it's male and female, so it's like your male and your female are like merged into one, and you're like diving in to view your authentic reflection, your authentic truth of who you are and what you want to create. And it's all going to be like provided to you, and it's just going to be this like beautiful reconnection to self, right, to all yourselves, and understanding this. And you're going to be definitely doing something artsy or music related here. And there's people coming in that you can trust. There's people coming to you that you can trust, and they're wanting you to understand this, because I feel like a lot of times there's like a lot of mistrust there, but they're wanting you to know that these people coming in, it's kind of like this resonance to where you'll just know you can trust them. It won't be that something where you have to like really think about it. You'll just know. So there are people coming in that you can trust, to not doubt this, okay? And these may be even the people that are meant to help you during this time. So that was your messages. So I'm going to close the gate there, and I hope that resonated for you. And I love you so much. All right, so Heather's next. So I really hope, Adrian, I hope that helps you. I feel like it will. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. So Heather, you're next. You're welcome. I love you so much. You're welcome. Heather, if you could send your energy to me, to my third eye, and I'm going to go ahead and channel your energy, see what comes. Okay. So they want me to pull from the starseed deck here for you, Heather. So let's see. Comes through. Did you have any specific question, Heather, or did you want me to just channel with your energy frequency, or just see what comes through? You're a Leo. Ooh, I love Leos. Let's see. Oh, okay. This card just flew out for you, Heather. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, the Syrians are working with you. The Syrians are definitely working with you. That was the first message that just came out. This is your messenger. This is your messenger. This is one of your guides coming through very, very strongly here. This is the messenger card. So Sirius energy, Syrian energy, the Syrian beings of light. It's beautiful because they're bringing this message of harmony and balance to you through this card. So I think calling upon the Syrians, working with the Syrians, even if it's a group maybe that you may have not resonated so much with before, or maybe you do, it's a group of higher dimensional beings of light that you're going to be working with. You have one main guide, like a main one that's Syrian. They're here to restore balance into your life and harmony. And they want you to understand that they're bringing this to you now, this place of center, this place of self-awareness, and this place of just balance, inner balance, outside balance, all balanced all together. Yeah, but they're bringing this harmony and balance to you. Okay, so that's really, really beautiful. And yeah, it's very strong there. It's like an angelic presence too. It's like an angelic, higher dimensional Syrian being, messenger. It's like an activation too. I feel like you're going to receive some sort of activation from the Syrian collective. So that'll be really amazing for you. Let's see. What other messages can I get? Yes, I sure can. Called called? What are you being called to do? So you're going through right now a bunch of training. You have a bunch of really amazing deep soul gifts. You're like a portal yourself. You're a portal yourself, and you have access to this portal, this inner portal, anytime, this innate knowledge, this innate knowing, okay? They want you to discover your gifts more and more by allowing them to be presented to you, by calling upon your guides, okay? This is time for you to step up. This is time, and not in a way to where it's like, you have to do this. No, it's time for you to really rise into your power and understanding how truly powerful you are, that you went through so many hardships in your life and training sessions for your soul purpose, your soul work, your soul mission. And you have all these gifts that were developed through these things that you learned. And you're kind of like this portal for other people to kind of step into this like cosmic consciousness and light and knowing, because you hold this within yourself from all the things that you've been through. But it's time to step up by simply sharing that knowledge with others, okay, in whatever way that resonates for you. But it will either you started doing that now, or it's going to be something that you're going into. But your guides are with you 100%, helping you with this. Like they, aw. Yeah, so truth chills. I like to call them truth chills, because it's like that your soul acknowledging itself. It's like your soul already knows these things. So when it's presented to your perceptual mind, it aligns with the balance, right? The balance of the mind, the body, and the spirit, the soul. It's all recognizing itself upon each other. So yeah, I feel like your guides are very, very strong, but they're definitely around you. But it's definitely time for you to step up and share, because you hold a lot of ancient knowledge, as well as I'm seeing with, I'm hearing, okay, so there's a place that either you're super drawn to, that you've wanted to visit, or maybe you've visited it while you've dreamed, or maybe it's a place that you've seen on TV or something, and you're going to be recalling this place, or you're just going to feel a calling to go there. It's letting you know that you can literally visit there through bilocation. If you don't know what that is, you can comment below and ask me, and I will send you some information on how to bilocate. But a lot of starseeds are learning how to do this, and it's kind of like where we, I'm not sure if you know what that is, but it's kind of where you split your soul, and your soul goes outside of your body, but you're fully conscious and aware. So it's kind of like astral traveling, but it's higher and more advanced than that. So you're fully conscious, you're fully aware. There's a part of your soul that's inside of your body, and you being a starseed, you'll probably innately just start doing this, or know how to do this, or it will be activated upon you learning or reading about it. But it's something that we all can do. But starseeds are very natural ability of doing this, but you're fully conscious and aware. Your soul wants to go explore like higher dimensions or different places, and it steps outside of itself and it goes exploring. So you're fully conscious, you're fully aware that your soul is still inside your body, but your multidimensional soul splits off into another, and you leave your body, but you're still in your body. Okay, so I'm trying to explain this in a way that makes sense. And your etheric body, your light body, part of your soul goes out exploring, okay? And it learns a lot of different lessons, and it explores higher dimensional realms. And then it comes back to you. You call back in your body, your light body, and it comes back and merges as you. And then from there, you have attained so much information from bilocation. But it's letting you know you don't have to physically travel a place to a place physically to experience those frequencies and download those codes. You hold this gift of bilocation within inside of you. So the more that you practice with this, it's actually going to come quite easier than you thought it would. It's just it's just going to happen naturally and organically for you. And it's not something to be afraid of at all. It's just something that it's just going to broaden your horizon, your perspectives. But there's a place that it's going to take you, it's part of like your ancestry, or somewhere that you're meant to be at in that divine time. There's actually, if you want to just write, or I will find you and leave a comment. There's a class by Lori Ladd. She has her own YouTube channel. She also is on Instagram. It's a bilocation course. It's $11, and I highly recommend it, because even if you're a beginner, or even if you're advanced, it helps to activate those abilities. And she does interactive exercises with you while she takes you outside of your body. She's with you every step of the way, etherically. And then she also takes you up on ship. And I experienced some new things. So but it's great for beginners. And I feel like that would be very, very, very beneficial for you. But yes, I think that would really help. But you're going to be bilocating somewhere ancient that's got like these hieroglyphs or petroglyphs, ancient symbols on it, and you're going to be downloading frequencies and codes from this ancient place. And is it really ancient? Because we perceive things in such linear time, so this could be a place of our future that we're going into, and here you are with that knowledge that we've been needing at that specific point in divine timing at which we're needing it. So it's asking you to share that information, because any information that you explore or codes that you receive or downloads that you receive, it's important to be shared, because it's going to help the collective, because we're all connected. But there's definitely codes. You might be starting to draw light language or speak light language, or writing down different symbols of things, but your mind doesn't have to fully understand these things. I feel like your soul, already understands and knows what to do with these codes and these informations, these symbols, these frequencies that you derive from these codes specifically. And I feel like writing light language would be very, very beneficial for you. Channeling it would be very beneficial. But yes, a lot of messages coming through with this card. Let me see if there's any other messages here in these cards. Okay, they're telling me to pull from the mermaid deck for you. So I'm going to pull from the mermaid deck. Let me shuffle these real quick here. Oh, we have music for manifesting. Upon playing the deck, it got my attention. So this says, to manifest rapidly, think of your desire while you chant, hum, sing, or play music. Oh, Derek, you didn't have to do that. Oh, thank you so much. I love you. You didn't have to do that, hon. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful. Thank you. Aw, you're so sweet. You didn't have to do that. Thank you. I really appreciate you. And I'm sending lots of love and blessings. Yes, 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 we must. Yep. I truly believe that. I love you. Thank you. That was so nice. So, yeah, so I really feel like you're going to be using music. We got the rhythm in us. And I feel like the more we channel this, got them. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. You're amazing. Truly. Yeah, so I feel like you are going to be working with some sort of music thing for manifesting. This is kind of like a really cool, fun tool that you can use and experiment with. And this is like manifesting all different aspects. This could be manifesting a frequency. This could be manifesting a perception. This could be manifesting your mission. This could be manifesting what it is that your soul is needing for you to know at that time. There's many different ways of manifesting, but using music will really, really help you there too. So let's see. Thank you so much, Derek. That was so nice. You're so sweet. Okay, so there's two cards here in the reverse. So, there's some self-forgiveness that needs to be occurring for you. I feel like sometimes you're just really hard on yourself, and we all have tendencies to do that, right? But I feel like you're a little bit too hard on yourself here. There's something that you need to forgive yourself with, because we do have self-forgiveness in the reverse. It says, let go of old guilt and remember that you're God's perfect child. Okay? So let go of these old guilts or these old thought patterns or these old beliefs that totally go against what you are, which is God's perfect child. You just are. There's no need to I guess, dwell in these frequencies of lower frequency. Let go of this guilt. Just remember that you're already perfect the way you are, and really forgive yourself for even doing this in the first place. And I feel like that will really help you. And then we also have consultant expert. So this is, I love this card. Okay. Ooh, and I love this too, because this beautiful woman, she's like it's like this goddess, like this ancient ancestor goddess, but she's in the water and she's communicating with the dolphins. And the dolphins are like the Syrians, right? But dolphins in themselves are like these amazingly intelligent creatures, and there's so much knowledge that we can gain from even just like viewing them. Even if you aren't able to be in the presence of a dolphin, if you watch even just a video on YouTube of dolphins and listen to their sonar, or just watching them, seeing how they communicate telepathically with us. There's so much that we learn from them. And their sounds, I feel like listening to dolphins before bed is gonna really, really help you. This is a message I got a long time ago for a specific group of readings. But yes, contact someone with expertise in this area, whatever area this is. This could be, you being too hard on yourself. This could be the area of forgiving yourself. This could just be you really tapping into maybe God, maybe source, maybe your beings of light, someone who's an expert at forgiveness. And who would that be, right? So yeah, there's a lot, but it's whatever resonates with you. Okay, let's see. Hello. Yes, so more information is needed. Contact someone with expertise in this area. You will know what this is, so just contact an expert. Consult with an expert. Consult with maybe even a mentor or someone in this field that you're needing healing, or whatever it is that resonates with you. Let me pull from the Romance Angels, because you did mention something about marriage, and I want to pull from this deck specifically because this usually gets the message out pretty clear and easily and accurately. So let's see. Now, there's lots of lessons that we learn from marriage, and there's lots of lessons that we learn from all of our relationships. I want you to really think about, what is the lesson that you're learning right now with this? Is there a specific message or underlying theme, or something that you're needing to recognize and acknowledge here? Just think about that. Maybe even write it down, or write down the thing you think it could be. Okay. Give your relationship a chance is what just flew out. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. Okay, so maybe putting yourself in that person's shoes, or asking that person to put themselves in your shoes, and just meeting in the middle there, right? That middle ground of acknowledgement. But they're wanting you to work on this. There's something there that you're needing to learn. You both are. But they're wanting you to give this a chance. At least give this a chance, okay? And like viewing things from different perspectives of each other is another message. Let's see. Rekindling things, like doing fun things together if you can. Oh, let go of control issues. Okay, allow this situation to unfold naturally is another message that you got. So with someone being controlling here, allow this situation to unfold naturally. You're definitely being watched over by many angels and guides. Like, they're watching over this relationship. There's definitely something here for you, and surrender very soon. Okay, so very soon, it says clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Like, do you want this relationship? Like, I feel like you do. I feel like there wouldn't be a complaint unless there was something there innately that you wanted to be resolved. So just maybe set the intention to clearly decide what it is that you actually want, so that way it can manifest, because we're creating our realities. So the more you set that intention and get clear on what you want, which can be hard sometimes, but they want you to sit down and really get clear and write this down, what you want, so that way it comes and it manifests for you. So write down, maybe you do want to get closer, or you want to do something fun with your partner. Write this down as if it's already happened, and ask your guides to assist with this. Because if it's something you want, oh, you deserve love. Like, you are lovable. You are lovable. They want you to deserve this love. Okay? So there's definitely love. Like, either way, there's love, and you deserve, you're lovable. You have to understand that you are lovable, right? Because this attracts it as well. You're very deserving. You're very deserving of all the love in the world. Keep an open mind in the reverse. So your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. And this is telling you to keep an open mind. And because this is in the reverse, maybe either that person or you isn't keeping an open mind. But this other person, your soulmate, may differ from your usual type and expectations. So it's important to keep an open mind here as well. Let me see if I can get one more message here, and then I'm going to end the reading for this. But I hope this is helping. I also know shifting perspectives is very powerful. As much as we sometimes don't like to hear that, shifting perspectives is very, 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 very healing and beneficial, and being grateful for the love that we have can be very helpful. Always trust your guides, always trust your inner messages, and always consult these things with your guides because they will be presented to you. So we have 3 of spring, and this says plan your next steps with an eye to the long term. Have patience. There are more good things to come, and you're going to receive satisfaction from doing such a good job. Well done. Okay? So plan your next steps with an eye to the long term. I feel like you're kind of building your own castle. I feel like you're transforming like this butterfly. I feel like it's important to see things from the long-term perspective. That will help you declare what it is that you truly want in your life, and that will help you manifest it now because you are in control. Okay? They want you to remain patient and understand that there are good things coming, and you are going to receive satisfaction from doing a job well done. Okay? So beautiful messages there. I'm going to close the gate there twice, and I really hope that helped you. Excuse me one moment. I'm going to lock this door really quick, and we're going to get into the next and final reading. I believe there's one more here. Yes, so Nadia, I'm new and curious to hear your insights. Okay. So I hope that helped you, Heather. You're welcome. You're welcome. And if you want to comment below, or I will come back in the chat and find your channel, I will send you that information on that by location course, because I just feel like there's just a lot that's going to be presented to you that will just really help you and benefit you as a soul. Okay, so Nadia, are you still here? I'm going to do your reading. This will be the last and final reading, and then I have to go. Okay, so Nadia, if you can send your energy to my third eye, and I'm going to go ahead and see what I'm doing. Numerology deck right away, so let's see what's in here. Self-love. You really need to love yourself. You really need to fill yourself up with self-love and acceptance. Understand that you are all that is. You are this love. The realization of self, of the love that which you are, helps with this. Okay? You are worthy. You are more than enough. And you deserve all the love in the world and in the universe, because you are that. You are that. You are love. You are the universe. Okay? That was a huge message that just caught my eye. So, these 2 cards. Okay, I'm going to shuffle these though, because I feel like I'm not sure if those were meant to come out, and I want to be sure. Communication, the number 33. So this is master number 33. So this is, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. This is the master manifester. This is the master teacher. This is the master number 33. This is like very high ascension, downloads, codes, channelings, understandings. Very synchronistic. I would really like you to Google the number 33 here for you, because I feel like whatever message stands out to you or resonates, or whatever message you stumble upon, is meant for you to receive during this time. So after this reading, I would like you to Google the number, angel number or master number 33, because there's a message for you there. Okay, this also has to do with communication, and the color is yellow, so this has to do with your solar plexus. And I feel like you need to communicate with this region here, because there's something in your soul, in this region, in this chakra, that needs to be heard and expressed and felt. And also embracing your own communication, right? So expressing from this area as well. So when you're communicating, maybe tap into your solar plexus, see what beautiful messages unfold or are shared out, because I feel like there's something here for sure. Even doing a guided meditation that you can find for free on YouTube, just look up solar plexus meditation or guided meditation. That will help strengthen this. And this will help strengthen your communication as well, because it looks like these are coinciding here. But there's some sort of gift that's going to be unlocked through you activating your solar plexus, or through you acknowledging and doing that meditation. There's something there that's just going to help with your communication skills, or getting your point across, or expressing your truth, communicating whatever it is that you need. But yeah, also communicating, you know, with your solar plexus. So like asking your solar plexus, like what, that's like your stomach region. What is it that you need? There's a lot of messages that can come through with that card, but I feel like when you communicate that way, there will be a lot that is discovered. We have a master number 11 too, and this is individuality. So this is like really watching you, watching yourself, your multi-dimensional selves, watching yourself in this individual form as being a human, right? But this is also wanting you to embrace your individuality, because people can take this the wrong way and be like, oh, that's selfish or that's separation. But no, like we each are different perspectives of the one perspective. And if we were all the same, we wouldn't learn anything from one another. And it's important that we're here right now because we decided to come here to learn from one another and to grow and to expand and receive and to give. So embracing who you are and knowing that it's good to keep your individuality. The master number 11, there's definitely a message here. It's having to do something with your third eye also, is what a message I just got. So maybe when you Google this number, see how it coincides with your third eye, or maybe visualize. Oh, that scared me. Maybe visualize the answer to the message, because this will unlock that for you. My door just moved. It will open a door. Your third eye is a door. It's a portal, right, to other ways of seeing and receiving. Okay, so then we also have these cards here. So we have financial discipline. So learning how to get your finances in order, or if you're wanting to manifest abundance, really remaining disciplined in this, because you're deserving of it, right? But you just have to remain focused and disciplined in receiving it. So creating that of which you can earn abundance from, and remaining this like discipline in this self-discipline, or spending and receiving, and you know, this balance of that, the balance. I keep hearing balance, you know, again and again. But yes, getting financially disciplined will really, really help you. Good. I'm glad this is helping. I think this is good advice for all of us to hear, which is why I love doing these readings. There's also an important message here for you to take a time out. It's really important for you to get clear on what it is that you want, and take some space for you. And just be present in the here and now. There's so much, like sometimes we find resistance in wanting to know so much. And when you're just in the present moment, when you're out in nature and you're barefoot in the grass and you're sitting down, grounded to Mother Earth, and just being present in the now, there's so much we can receive. That's when the downloads come through. That's when the answers and the solutions come through. That's when the aha moments come through. That's when the frequencies of love come through that help us manifest what it is that we want. But it's important for you to take some time out for yourself. It's really important. Like, this is really, really important right now for you. Like, really, really important. Time out for you, okay? Whenever you can. And just know there's a happy ending in store for you. So no matter what happens, you're good. Like, we're all good. There's a happy ending. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. We are that light, right? We are that happy frequency. It's that from which we originated from, that which we're going into again. We just wanted to experience this. And we wanted to learn, and we wanted to grow, and we wanted to shift the consciousness of this plane of existence. But we want you to know that you are going to have a happy ending, okay? Your happy ending is in store for you, and they're really wanting you to know that. And again, with the yellow, your solar plexus. your solar plexus. And I feel also the Pleiadians are working through you as well, because we have pink and purple, and that to me always means the Pleiadians. So contacting the Pleiadians, trying to channel the Pleiadians, because I feel like you have a lot of Pleiadian guides. And that is actually quite common for a lot of humans or a lot of star seeds. But yes, asking them for solutions as well as going within inside of yourself and asking your soul and your higher self and your own self, your authentic truth. And that will really, really help you. Let's see, I feel like there's another card that wants to come out. So bottom of the deck here, golden solar angel. So you are this golden solar angel. They're wanting you to know that you're this cosmic angel, okay? Like this is you. You're golden light. You're gold, right? You're this alchemy within yourself. You're this ever unfolding rose. You have abilities to communicate with ships. This will be, I guess, pronounced to you more and more, or emphasized more and more as we go through this year. You'll just receive downloads. You'll receive knowings. You may even see visions of these, either in the physicality or etherically or with your third eye. But yes, you're this ever unfolding rose. You're like this goddess. You're this, see how the throat chakra is also illuminated here? So really expressing your truth. You might even be speaking light language, or that might be something that you do already, or this is just you're acknowledging your communication here with the ship, but you're unfolding as this beautiful spiritual rose, and they're wanting you to embrace this enlightenment that you're receiving at all times. This is really important, to embrace your own enlightenment, to embrace your awakening. Yes. Oh, hi, John. Sending love. Oh, to everyone. Love back to you, John. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's really beautiful. And this is definitely like, I'm definitely getting Palladian vibes here again, because remember we had, where'd those cards go? Oh, here they are. We had the pink and the purple, right? And what do we have in this card? A whole separate different deck, purple and pink. So the Palladians are definitely like, they're wanting you to know, like they're here, they're with you, they're surrounding you, they love you, and you can call upon them whenever that is needed, whenever you're needing them. And you have this communication with the light ships. Like you might be part of their council, or you might just have this ability to where it's going to be awakened in you, enlightened in you, to where you can receive a lot of downloads from the ships themselves, or visualize and see them. Let's see. Old soul you are, they said. Old soul you are. Solar. Kind of sounded like that. Wasn't that the solar angel or something? Connecting with the sun. You'll be receiving downloads from the sun as well. So it's important to get this side in the DNA. So when you create, you're activating your DNA beneath the veil of Sophia. So the veil is lifting for you. You're realizing all the guides that you have, the beings of light, the ships that are around you, the protection, the love. Your DNA is going to be activated whenever you create something. Whenever you create something, it's activating your DNA. That's a really important message. Let's see, what else do we have? Be curious and look deeper. This is the Welsh Fairy Glen card. So I feel like you're also going to be working with the fairies and the mermaids. Both of these energy signatures very tremendously. Also with the frequencies of water, they're wanting you to work with water as well, or get out into nature where there is a stream or a river or a waterfall or a body of water. That is really going to help you. But they're wanting you to be curious and keep looking deeper. Okay? This curiosity helps you to receive things that you perhaps didn't even realize were there. So looking for the fairies, looking for those mermaids, connecting with their soul energy essences, because they are there. They are there etherically, and you're going to be downloading and connecting. And then we have be courageous, truth conquers all in the reverse. So really honoring your truth and knowing that your authentic truth is what is going to conquer any lower, darker entities or energies or anything. You're building your castle in the sky. You are perhaps one of the original light workers, and they're wanting you to honor your truth, to know. You might also have like a spirit animal that's a horse, because I keep like feeling that horse energy. And horses also represent the Arcturians. And with this create and activate your DNA, I see like little blue beings around her, and the Arcturians are blue. So you might have this Arcturian essence about you, or have a lot of friends that have Arcturian characteristics, or you may be from Arcturus yourself as well, or have Arcturian guides, because Arcturians present themselves in the form of a horse. And this is also like this deep innate telepathic wisdom. So I feel like this is also something that you're going to be awakening and receiving. But yes, be courageous. They want you to have that courage, be courageous, and know that your truth conquers all things. And to really understand this, to integrate this into your essence. And I feel like the Arcturians are helping you do this as well. Yes, so definitely create and be courageous and be curious. So create, the 3 C's, create, courageousness, and curiousness. These are going to be your 3 keys here to really helping you along your spiritual path. All right, so that's the end of your reading. I'm going to close the gate there. I really hope that helped and resonated with you. But I'm going to keep this up, of course, so anyone that received a reading, you can always watch back and look back and receive the messages again. Once this uploads later on, I'm going to put all these downloads that I received in the beginning of the reading in the description box, and pin them in the comments or something. They'll be available to you, so if you wanted to ponder upon those messages or look back and receive them, if you missed the beginning, they'll be there for you. They're very activating. I love you so much. Sending love. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. I love you also very much. I'm going to end all the readings here. Thank you so much, John. And I love each and every one of you so incredibly much. I just want you to understand that and know that and receive that from me. And I'm going to go ahead and end the live stream here. And until next time, I will talk to you guys soon. Have a beautiful day. All of